I believe that goal setting is essential to success in mathematics. This year, we began with creating vision boards to not only teach new tech tools, but also to provide students a way to start thinking about setting personal goals. So I asked them to choose 5 or 6 personal or academic goals. And then I offered them options to use different types of tools. Some of the tools that I used were emojis. So I had them download bit emojis, inserting text box, or using word art, using shapes or arrows, lines or arrows to point to certain things. When they added bit emojis in, they could add this. They learned to add a new extension in. This was another new tech thing that they did. And I demonstrated these on the board and then offered personalized one-on-one help as needed. I also taught them about how to add backgrounds to slides. And again, this was just to enhance their ability to communicate effectively. So I use that as one of the 21st century skills. Here is an example of a student's work who did a background of a word epic. Here's his bit emoji that he used. There's also some examples of resizing of images and using some different arrows and shapes as well in this presentation. So our goal setting did not stop there. We continued to work on goal setting throughout the year. We were using a specific learning tool, personalized learning tool called Alex to improve math mastery, and we're able to track student progress. Students' level of mastery differed when entering our classrooms. Therefore, the students will need to set personal goals to reach the end goal of mastery of all the 8th grade standards. The 8th graders are broken down into 2 teams in our building. The other team math teacher and I collaborated to create documents that would support students in setting goals and tracking their progress. An example of these progress sheets that the students kept was this. This is how they kept their weekly goals. So each week, they would input the information in here about how many topics they had planned to, how many topics they had actually completed, and what their current percentage of the pie was, which is the full mastery of all the curriculum. We also asked students to reflect upon their goals at the end of each quarter and to think about what went right, what didn't go well, and how they can improve in the next quarter. This happens to be quarter 4, so this would be more of a reflection on the end of the quarter. This is the goal setting sheet that I collaborated with the other teacher as well to create. We built this together so that students could calculate how much they needed to do each week in order to meet the end goal of 85% of mastery of the material. This was working pretty well. Students were able to keep track of their folders in our classrooms, and we could collaborate on this together because these were Google Docs. However, I decided that I wanted to take it up a level. So I took it upon myself to meet with one of our, So I found that this system was not nearly as efficient as I had hoped it would be. So I collaborated with the representative from McGraw-Hill to figure out a better technological solution. So we met as a group, and I followed up with her. She came to my classroom one afternoon, and we worked together to find solutions that would help my students meet their learning goals. She suggested that we use a Google Sheets template that would calculate each week